what exactly does a life of wealth look like? So what it really is living a life that is truly fulfilled, where you have everything that your soul deep down desires. You're listening to the WELLthy Woman podcast, and I am your host and wealthy mentor, Dr. Michelle. My mission is to empower conscientious women entrepreneurs to create a life full of abundance, purpose, health, wealth, and joy. In this podcast, you'll learn how to elevate your health, lifestyle, and surroundings so you can tap into your power, show up more confidently, and focus on what really matters, sharing your gifts, better serving your clients, and showing up even more for the people you love. This is today's businesswoman, the WELLthy Woman. Hey there, and welcome back to another episode of the WELLthy Woman podcast. I'm your host, Michelle, and today I want to chat with you about how you can upgrade every single aspect of your life through WELLth Activation. So as you may already know, creating a life of wealth, spelled WELLTH, is all about creating a life full of abundance, purpose, health, wealth, and joy. And yes, I use the word create with intention because you have the ability to create a wealthy life. You just have to choose it and take what it really is living a life that is truly fulfilled, where you have everything that your soul deep down desires and more. Right? You know, the work that you do is aligned with your soul's purpose. Your bank account reflects the value that you deliver to your clients. Your relationships encourage growth and deepen your level of intimacy. Into me you see, right? And your health is the foundation of it all, not just physically, but also mentally and emotionally, right? Without your health, it's impossible to fully show up in your business and your relationships, and even for yourself, right? That's why so many successful entrepreneurs put so much emphasis on the importance of their health. You know, burnout is a real thing. If you sacrifice your body for your business, you won't be able to serve anyone. You won't be of service to anyone. Right? And don't try to do it all on your own, right? The most successful people ask for help. They seek out mentors and they end up advancing way faster by following their guidance. I mean, I can't tell you how many women I chat with who are pulling their hair out over all the confusing and hypocritical information that they're finding online. You know, you can literally find any combination of completely contradictory information out there, right? Not just with health, but really for most things, even in the business coaching world, right? One person says one thing and then you look up someone else and they're like preaching a whole different strategy or a whole different approach, right? You know, and then there are women out there who have been down, you know, so many different paths that didn't lead to results that they've basically just resigned to thinking that something is inherently wrong with them and how their body functions. Like they're just destined to struggle for the rest of their lives. And that is total BS. There are practitioners out there who, you know, not only know what they're doing, but will also listen to you and work with you. I promise they do exist. And I'm not the only one. You know, I'm actually part of a world-renowned mentorship group that is full of heart-centered functional practitioners who know their shit. Seriously. It really just comes down to, you know, who you feel drawn to work with. Because if you're not on the same wavelength as your practitioner, your healing process just won't go as smoothly. Right? So you not only need that strategy, but you also need to feel confident about the direction, and the approach really needs to resonate with you and your core values, right? So I find that a lot of women are looking for practitioners in the same way that they look for a life partner, right? You want a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and then you don't really end up where you want with that end result that you really want because you don't completely invest. You don't really completely trust that person or feel like it's the perfect fit. So there's no commitment and no follow through. You just kind of stay surface level instead of diving deep and addressing the underlying imbalances, right? And that's what you need for that lasting change and transformation to happen. You need to work with someone you trust 100% and be willing to allow them to do what they do best. Someone who is going to completely customize your plan while working with you as a team. You know, the thing is, you can't create a life of wealth if you haven't gotten a full night's sleep in months, right? If you have energy crashes throughout the day, if you can't focus on the tasks that are actually going to move your business forward, or if your creativity is stagnant and your productivity is dictated by the time of the month, right? You know, it's time to stop tossing around half-assed approaches with your health. You wouldn't do that in your business or recommend that to someone you love, right? So why would you do it yourself? Now, I'm assuming you're probably familiar with the concept of your zone of genius. And if so, then you also know that your zone of genius is where you need to be spending most of your time. And unless you're a practitioner like me, that means you need to delegate out your healthcare, just like you would delegate any other task that doesn't align with your zone of genius. Does that make sense? So if you're wondering, why your health keeps getting in the way of your progress, take inventory. Are you actually pushing away the help and the guidance that you need to move forward? Are you letting your Miss Independent, I can do it myself attitude get in the way of really upgrading your health? Maybe you're so headstrong about doing it yourself that the people closest to you don't even understand the struggle that you're facing every single day. And that makes it even harder to ask for help, right? So if that sounds like you, just know that I see you and I am totally here for you 100%, okay? So when you truly start your healing process and start healing your body from the inside out, you have a serious advantage over anyone else in your field, and you're able to serve your clients in the most profound way. This is because you're not only creating more resilience in your body, but you're also working to prevent things like burnout, something that is all too real for women entrepreneurs, right? So literally, you do not have the time, the money, the energy to waste, period, right? Okay, so how can you jumpstart your wealth activation? Now, the first step is actually tapping into your mindset and figuring out what your limiting beliefs are around your health and your healing process. I know I've talked a lot about mindset in previous episodes, but don't brush this one off, because the reason you're still feeling stuck with your health, or if your health is somehow holding you back, it's because there's a part of you that either one, doesn't feel worthy, or two, there's something inherently wrong with you, right? And you're not good enough. So let me explain. Now, let's tackle the first one. So this is for you if you don't feel worthy to embody your highest self, right? Your healthiest, most radiant, energetic, clear-headed self, right? This usually looks like choosing inaction instead of investing the time, the money, or the effort needed to create your transformation. The thing is, it will never feel like the right time. You will always rationalize inaction, because doing nothing is a hell of a lot easier than doing something, right? It's the easiest thing to do, right? Stay comfortable, stay small, stay stuck, right? The investment, whether it's time, money, or effort, will always be uncomfortable. But this is where the growth happens. This is where change and transformation happens. You need to invest in yourself, and you are 100% worth it. Okay? I mean, like, if you think about it, this is your body. This is the one and only vessel you will ever have. It's the one place you are going to live no matter where you are, right? The world needs you and your unique gifts. And by playing small and choosing inaction, you are depriving your clients and the people that you love of the fullest expression of yourself. What is that transformation worth to you? Just think about that. What is it really worth to you? Okay? All right, number 2, thinking that something is inherently wrong with you. You've already wasted so much time, so much money, so much energy that you're convinced that nothing is going to work for you, right? Let's just crush this belief right now, because in the past 7 years of practice, I have never had a wealth strategy session with a woman and not been able to uncover a blind spot or a gap in their current approach, whether they are self-doctoring or they're working with a practitioner. Seriously, we are always able to find that next step, that next missing piece that's been overlooked for who knows how long. Okay. By the way, if you've been curious about hopping on a call with me, just do it. These are complimentary wealth strategy sessions that I offer, and they are so valuable. Whether or not we actually choose to work together and take that next step together, you are going to walk away with a clearer understanding of what's going on inside your body and what the next most effective step is to move that dial forward with your health, for sure. All right. The second step to jumpstart your wealth activation is to loosen the grips that you have on your symptoms or your diagnosis. This is not your identity. And the more that you stay stuck and preoccupied with what's not going right in your body, the more you just sink your feet into that definition of yourself. It's like when you're standing on a beach, right? And the waves are coming and your feet just they sink deeper and deeper and deeper. I used to love doing that when I was a kid. Anyways, but you literally create this reality that's aligned with that version of yourself. So let's change that, right? It's time to step out and redefine how you're showing up in the world, okay? Third, find a practitioner who will be your partner and will have your best interest at heart. If my message and my energy resonates with you, awesome. Get on my schedule for a wealth strategy session now and let's get you on the right track with a clear starting point and a solid strategy. If my energy doesn't totally vibe with you, that's totally fine too. I encourage you to find a functional practitioner who is a part of a mentorship program. The one that I'm a part of is called the Living Proof Institute, and they're amazing. I'm pretty sure they have a directory online, so if I can find that, I will link that for you. If you are ready to dive deeper into your wealth activation journey, I've actually developed a program for women who are motivated and driven and who have that hunger to upgrade their health. Women who know that health is their greatest asset because they know that it affects every other aspect of their life, right? So my wealth activation program is a 4-month program, and it includes unlimited one-on-one support with me, meaning that you can schedule phone or video consults whenever you need them, along with additional text or voice messaging between consults. This program also includes an initial and a follow-up functional digestive analysis. So that means that we run a comprehensive stool analysis and a food sensitivity test at the beginning of your program and towards the end of your program to monitor your progress and make sure that things are moving in the direction that we would expect them to. We also do a metabolic typing assessment to create a customized long-term food plan to help take out the confusion around nutrition. So no more guesswork when it comes to which foods and what ratios are most beneficial for your body. The cool thing is that everything is done remotely for ease and for convenience, right? So your stool analysis is done in the comfort of your own home, and the food sensitivity test, which is actually a simple blood test, we will schedule a mobile phlebotomist who can come to your home. It's super convenient and way more comfortable than going to a draw station. All right, now, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I always start with gut health and healing, which is why we do that sort of in-depth digestive analysis, because our gut is the foundational pillar to every other body system. If this is like news to you and you're like, wait, what? Go ahead and check out episode 83 where I talk all about this. Okay, so these targeted functional assessments and the unlimited accessibility to me really allows us to create a truly personalized protocol while also addressing any other aspects of your life that need to be upgraded. So this might look like sleep or restoration or detoxification or stress or routines or your skin or mental focus or any other area that's really affecting your ability to fully show up and step into your life of wealth. Basically, this program is completely tailored to your specific needs. It's like having a pocket doctor who gets your passion. So, since I work so closely with my clients, I can only take on a few per month. So as we enter April, I encourage you to schedule your wealth strategy session ASAP. Do not put your health on the back burner. Remember, it's never going to feel like the right time. You have to make it the right time. And I am here to support you and encourage you and guide you towards the best version of yourself so you can create your life of wealth, full of abundance, purpose, health, wealth, and joy. 100%, okay? So don't be shy. Like, I'm right here. You can shoot me an email, shoot me a DM on Instagram, or message me on Facebook if you have any questions at all. Seriously, my goal is to help you find answers and get the guidance you need. So, if we are not a right fit to work together, we're going to try and find someone who is. You are worth it, okay? So, in summary, to jumpstart your wealth activation, check your mindset. Are you taking actions based on your lack of self-worth, or because you don't think that anything's going to work for you, or is it something else? 2, detach from the identity of your symptoms or your diagnosis and take aligned action from a place of empowerment, not a place of fear, okay? And number 3, find a practitioner you resonate with so you can delegate that time and energy to someone who can effectively help you take your life back. All right. So if you found this episode helpful, please share it with someone you love. Take a screenshot of you listening. I love seeing those. Also, if you're feeling drawn to work together, I encourage you to check out my WELLth Activation program and book a wealth strategy session with me. And if it feels in alignment, let's take that step forward. You can head there, look it up at wealthywoman.co/activation. That's going to tell you all about the program. So tune in next week for more awesome and actionable info. I will chat with you then. All right, ladies, thank you for listening to another transformational episode. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? My mission is to help inspire and empower women to share their gifts, better serve their clients, and show up even more for the people they love. So if you enjoyed this episode, leave an awesome review so more women can find us and join us in creating a life of wealth.